fifth graders, welcome to Eureka Math. This is Module 6, Lesson 14, and our objective today is to construct parallel line segments and analyze relationships of the coordinate pairs. Okay, basically we are just comparing parallel lines. Use the coordinate plane below to complete the following tasks. This is Lesson 14 problem set. Put your name on your paper. This is in your Learn book. Okay, use the coordinate plane below to complete the following tasks. Identify the location of P and R. So P, right here, is at 6, 4. Okay, 6 is the x-coordinate, 4 is the y-coordinate. R is at 10, 11, and 6. Okay, draw PR. So get out your ruler and draw a straight line between P and R. Okay, there's our line segment right there. Plot the following coordinate pairs on the plane. S is 6, 7, so 6, 7 right here. So that's S. And T is 11, 9. So 9, 10, 11. And 9 right there. That is definitely a parallel line, I can tell already. We are creating shapes is what we're doing. Remember all that geometry we were doing, creating shapes? And we said that parallelograms had to have parallel lines. Well, those are two parallel lines, and if we were to connect them, that would be a parallelogram. Okay, so draw ST. Oh, I already did. There's my T. Please label everything. Label your points. If it's asking you to draw a point, label that point. And circle the relationship between PR and ST. Is it parallel? This means parallel. Or perpendicular or parallel. This means parallel because there's two lines together. And this means perpendicular. Remember, perpendicular has a 90-degree angle in it. So these two lines to each other are definitely parallel, and I can tell because this is 1, 2, 3 spaces away, and this is 1, 2, 3 units away as well. Okay? So, which one is it? It is parallel. Give the coordinate pairs of points U and V such that U, V is parallel to PR. Okay, so let's try doing it down here. Let's go down 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to make a point there. So that's 6, 1, and I'm going to call that U. And then I'm going to do another one here, 1, 2, 3, so there's another point. And we'll call that one V. Then we're going to connect U to V. And they're parallel, right? Because they're both 3 from away. And that is, V is at 9, 10, 11. And 1, 2, 3, 11 and 3. Okay. X coordinate is 11, Y coordinate is 3. And U and V is parallel. Do you see that? Parallel to PR. Draw UV, which is what we just did. Excellent. Good, okay. So that was pretty easy. Let's go to the next page. Use the coordinate plane below to complete the following tasks. Identify the locations of E and F. So E is at 1 and 3.5. F is at 3 and 1.5. Generate coordinate pairs for LM such that EF is parallel to LM. So let's draw this line here, right here. Use your ruler. Make straight lines. There's nothing worse than correcting homework without straight lines. Ooh, it's awful. Okay, generate coordinate pairs for L and M such that EF and LM are parallel. So where would you like to go? Would you like to go up or down? Let's go down 2. Okay, so here's 1, 2, and here I'm going to go down 2 as well. 1, 2, and I'm going to call this L, and this one is going to be M. So L is at 1 and 2.5. Okay, and M is at 3 and 1/2. Okay, there we go. 2 units down, or 2 squares, 2 grid squares. And then I'm going to connect those and make that line LM using a ruler. There we go. Right? I'm going to erase these so that you can see that those are 2 parallel lines like that. And explain the pattern you use by explain the pattern you made use of. The pattern you made use of. Okay, that's written word. Weird. When generating coordinate pairs for L and M. Well, we just went down 2 units, right? Or 1 whole, right? So we went from 3.5 to 2.5, so that's 1 whole. So we created a line, 1 whole less, and you can see this because 3.5 minus 1 is 2.5, and 1.5 minus 1 is 1/2. So did you see how we went from here to here and then here to here? We created a line by subtracting from the y coordinate. Okay, because the x coordinate stayed the same, didn't it? Right? Give the coordinates of point H such that EF is parallel to GH. Okay, so there's G I'm going to change colors here. G is 1.5 and 4. So 1, 1.5, and 4 is right here. And I'm going to call that one G. And then H, they want that to be parallel too. So let's see. Okay, well they went a hole up right here, didn't they? That's a hole. So let's put this one right here. And then they connected GH, and they made that parallel as well. Okay, and if we wanted to go all the way up there, we could. Okay, so those lines continue. So H would be, and it can be anything we want along that line, but we're going to make it right here. We're going to call that 3 and 2.5. 3 is the x-coordinate, 2.5 is the y-coordinate. And now EF is parallel to GH. Explain how you chose the coordinate for H. Well, we noticed that the distance between G and the line EH was 1 whole, so we used 1 whole above F, right? And we can say here, look at this. We can say here that we chose the coordinates for H by adding another whole. So do you see this? We went from 3 and 1.5 to 3 and 2.5 right there. Do you see that from here? So we added 1 to the y-coordinate. Great. Now, I won't make the same mistake as yesterday. I won't start doing your homework for you. There's your lesson 14 homework. And over here is your lesson 14 exit ticket. I'm sorry about that interruption just now. The other 5th grade teacher just walked in. And sometimes he comes in and he asks me questions during our breaks, and I didn't want him to interrupt our class. So Okay, there we go. Lesson 14, construct parallel line segments and analyze relationships of the coordinate pairs. I'm guessing, now I haven't looked at lesson 15 yet, but I am seriously guessing that lesson 15 is going to be about perpendicular lines because today we talked about parallel lines. Okay, that's my guess. So we'll see tomorrow. Have a great day.